Aquarius, Joe, welcome back. For those of you that are new here, checking me out, appreciate you stopping by. We're going to do an open tarot reading, a bonus reading for March, and we're going to see what is on the menu. We're not going to leave this to any particular topic. We're going to leave it open to whatever needs to come through. I tend to channel and read intuitively over and above and far before I ever just regurgitate tarot card meanings. I just don't read that way, so I might read a little bit differently than you're used to. If this isn't your story, then just let it go. Can't be everybody's story. We're not all living the same life, right? But take with you what makes sense and leave the rest. So, wow. Libra had the exact same card in the exact same spot. Aquarius. That's just amazing. I had a lot of familiar cards coming out already. Let's see, 2 already, but not in the same spot for that card. The Empress, I believe Gemini might have had that. Alright, Aquarius. Yeah, a lot of familiar cards in air signs. Definitely. Strange. Aquarius. Knight of Wands. Wow, okay, 5 of Wands. That's like the big picture. That's the catalyst, right? 5 of Wands, conflict, infighting, outfighting, not getting along with somebody, or not feeling happy in a situation that makes you feel miserable. After all, the Ten of Swords is here, and it's kind of showing up very strong to me. But you have the energy of change here with the Star, okay, the Magician coming out. So you have the Star, the Magician, and the Empress. So Aquarius, what are you going to do with this energy, right? It's up to you. You know, these are all very positive things to take away from this reading. So you know, if you want to see things change, it's the Magician, the Empress, and the Star. Like, what do you really want out of this situation? What do you want to see change? Where do you want to maybe be at some point down the road when you get away from this? Because there's definitely a lot of heavy, like recent conflict. But I think that you're putting your focus on something else, because I think that much like Gemini's reading, it was like the situation over the last year is just like has created this like this emotional and mental like depression where it's like life has just really sucked. But I don't think that's necessarily what this is about. I think this is different. You're actually in the thick with somebody, or you were in the thick with somebody, or you were in the thick with a certain situation that was annoying you, that was really pissing you off. I feel very like irritated and annoyed when I look at this 5 of Wands and 10 of Wands, and something about this feels very unfair. So whatever that conflict is, and maybe we can go a little further and talk about what specifically it might be. But this 10 of Wands, it's like it feels very unfair, unwarranted. It didn't have to happen, Aquarius. So whatever happened didn't have to happen. It could have been avoided, but you got thrown into it, and there's nothing you can really do about it. So you decided just to move on to better things, but it's like you're having trouble getting going. You're having trouble kind of getting your feet moving one foot in front of the other. You know, this Knight of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, you're just putting your attention and energy into something else, but I feel like there's a vacuum behind you. I don't know why. It's like somebody or something is trying to suck you back in or pull you back in. It's like a vortex or a vacuum just kind of trying to pull you back, and it's slowing you down a little bit, but you're not having any of it, because I think you know that ultimately you don't have to take this. It's that that song. We're not going to take it anymore. You know, we don't have to take this, whatever that song is, that rock song. I should know it because that was my era. But so anyway, here, you know, the Empress. You know, this is attraction. It's like this is attraction. And it's really what you're attracting into your life with the Magician. So the Magician is like is like doing the work. The Star is what you want for yourself, and the Empress is like the energy of attraction coming toward you. So this might be a lot about the law of attraction, the secret, just manifesting, just deciding that you're not going to take it. You want better for yourself. So this is actually pretty interesting. It's different than Gemini's reading, but it has a lot of similar cards coming out. But again, I just see this as like you are making yourself attractive in a way that where you're going to bring just good things toward you. It's, you know, if you get sucked in, or this whatever is trying to pull you back, you might have like an energetic cord attached to somebody, and they're trying to pull you back, or just might be a very karmic situation trying to hold you back. And so this Knight of Pentacles is like you're trying to get the ball rolling and get into something better, a better feeling situation, but it's like there might have been very little movement for a while, and now you're focusing on exactly what you want, what you decide is good for you and not for somebody else. So that might be a message for somebody. You might feel like you've always been doing what's good for somebody else and not good for yourself. You might be serving other people's highest good and not your own, and cutting yourself short, cutting yourself out quite a bit, Aquarius. And whatever it is, I don't think I'm going to go into extended reading, because I don't think it really matters what the situation is. If it's romance, love, a relationship, friendship, work, it could be anything. Career, money, it doesn't matter. It's like you're not letting this suck you back and pull you back. So definitely going in a new direction. You have go the distance, community, and it's all that glitter. So I feel like this community card, it's like it's time for you to find a new tribe, right? A new soul tribe, a new group of people that you vibe with, that you feel good with, that are like on your level when it comes to like what you're thinking and feeling, and what you believe. So but again, it's like you're trying to get the ball rolling. You're trying to get things in motion, and it's like you're kind of being slowed down a little bit. There's somebody or something that just doesn't want to let you go. But this says keep going. This go the distance. If you keep going, you're ultimately going to completely pull away. But you might want to do some kind of energetic cord cutting type of ceremony. You might want to take, if it's a person, write their name on a piece of water, put it in a glass and freeze it, you know, as like an intention to kind of like freeze them out of your life, to block them from you know, pulling on your energy. But you know, it could be anything like that. It's really all about, you know, what you intend to get out of that practice that you're doing. So you might consider something like that, or just like a I can't say visualization. What's the matter with me? Of a cord cutting. So visualize that with the situation or the person. Maybe even journal about cutting that cord. Maybe a meditation, cord cutting meditation might be something that you need. But you really, in the outcome, you have the Knight of Wands. You have the Knight of Wands. At some point, you're going to be able to take some very big steps and strides ahead. It's just getting out of this, getting out of whatever's trying to pull you back or hold you back. Something doesn't want to let you go, a situation or a person. I think a lot of you, it's a person that just doesn't want to let you go, and they want to hold you back. Somebody might be an attention, WHOR, you know what, so I don't need to say the word, but oops, it's too many. But we're going to ask for a couple cards for the Knight of Wands. I'm not going to do an extended reading on this, but if you do want to check out my extended readings, they're all on Patreon, okay? And if you like my content, of course, I always appreciate the support for that. The Hanged Man. So yeah, you're getting away from being held back, like you're pulling away from it. It's like when you're going somewhere and you're pulling out of your neighborhood and you can only go 15 or 20 miles an hour, and then you can get to the next road and you can go 35 or 40 miles an hour, and then you get to the freeway and you can go 70 or 80. That's kind of like the visual I'm getting. Now my friends in the UK and Europe and Australia and all that, use kilometers instead, but I'm not very good at converting kilometers. I can do Celsius off the top of my head, but not kilometers. So, but anyway, it's that's what I see is like this slowly pulling away. It's like, okay, you got to go through the neighborhood first, and you can't speed, through the neighborhood, and then you can get to the road. The next road's a little faster, and then the next one's faster, and finally you're on the freeway. Before you know it, you're in the fast lane, and that go the distance is kind of what that's about. I hope that analogy kind of makes sense with what I'm seeing. But the community card is like you really need to get grounded with some other people that are just like-minded, and it makes it really hard right now with the pandemic and COVID and all that, like to have interpersonal connections. But there's ways to do that, so remember that. And then you have all that glitters coming out too, so it's like just being in pursuit of like the good life for once. Like, I want some good things for myself. Not everything that glitters is gold, and sometimes we have to settle for things that look like gold but are still very nice. I think to you it doesn't really matter. It's just like you just want to get into like shinier times. It's like you want some sparkle and glitter in your life and get out of the doldrum. You have the Two of Swords, the Hanged Man, so you have a path forward here. And I think some of you might have a choice in love. That's popping into my head for some reason coming up. You might have a choice in love or friendship. That's just kind of coming through to me. You have the King of Swords. Let's shuffle one more time. You're gonna be in some fast-paced communication. I think there's gonna be some back and forth between you, and it might be the person past trying to pull you back. Yeah, but you're not revisiting the situation from the past. You're completely disconnecting yourself from this Four of Swords. It's like you're moving on to what's nourishing your soul. You're getting away from the drama. That's how I feel. It's like you're getting away from the drama. Some of you have a communication regarding love and a relationship, maybe somebody new, and you might be really hesitant with the Two of Swords coming out because it might be something that you're just not quite ready to dive into, especially if you're coming out of a love relationship. I think you're focused on just like better things in general in life, and like just being open to whatever happens, whatever comes through for you. I don't think that I think ultimately you just want to get out of like some very snarky and bitter like energy. So it's kind of, I feel like it feels very bitter to me. It feels very frustrating, like somebody's frustrating you in a way that's like it's like limiting your potential because they're an energy vampire. But you have this affirmation here, the turkey. This is all about confidence, harvest, and good things ahead. It's strut your soul stuff in the world with confidence and charisma. So Aquarius, get out the charisma here, because it's going to attract good things into your life. I said earlier in the reading, it's like all about that attraction with the Magician. You're attracting good people, good things into your life with the Magician, the Empress, and the Star. It's like whatever you're trying to attract into your life, you're gonna do well with it. You have good things, take time to grow, and your time to shine will come. Practice gratitude and develop an abundant attitude because the universe wishes to bestow many blessings upon you. Know that you are worthy of receiving good things in your life. You have plentiful resources to share with others, so it is safe to enjoy giving freely to others. Be open to healing from the past wounds around male energy. So some of you might be dealing with somebody that's very overly aggressive, that is a male or just has a very masculine persona. So anyway, connect with health, pride, and confidence to boost your esteem and give you courage self-worth to apply yourself to your goals. So if some of you have had a very masculine energy around you that's been like very oppressive, it's time to let go of that and heal from that. So that might be a very specific message for somebody here. Aquarius, that's your reading. I'm not going to do an extended, but again, if you want to support me, check me out on Patreon. I post extra content there every week. And, you know, I always appreciate the support. Leave me a thumbs up and a comment or subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks.